Here we go. It's the final match of the road to Nwpo versus Mawkzy. It's Nwpo versus Dralii, a best of 5, a rematch of the matches that have happened before. And if you are tuning into this one before watching Mawkzy versus Dralii, might I recommend going back to watch that one right now? I think it is very important to help you know the context of a certain match, and I'm about to tell you what happened in the previous match. So you'll really want to have known it before it gets spoiled for you. So here's your chance. Here's your chance to go back and watch it, or to give up on the live stream right now if you want to go back and watch it. And the reason why is because Mawkzy has already won the challenge. Mawkzy has already won the challenge. He just beat Dralii in a sweep, 3-0. We are still going to play out this last match with Nwpo to see what he can do against Dralii after both him and Mawkzy lost 3-1 to him earlier on. Oh, Dralii's going to miss an open net. So Dralii is playing all these matches to win $100 if he does win the best of 5. I've gone ahead and decided to give Nwpo the same reward here too, since he no longer can play for the $1,000, which Mawkzy has rightfully won in the preparation. I think Nwpo probably would have played either way, even if he knew he was guaranteed to not win, because he also wants the prep. He's been actually very easy to schedule around here in this preparation for all these matches, because I think he's really eager to get good preparation for the World Championship. So I think he would have played either way, but I'm going to go ahead and give him $100 if he can beat Dralii as well. Nwpo will be the first to score here after this save. A minute 30 in, and he's up 1-0. Nwpo getting dunked big time by Mr. Dralii. Gonna be a bit of whiplash for Dralii, switching up the playstyles he's playing against. But as I've said multiple times, as he gets a ground double to score his first, this series has shown that everybody seems to play better in their second match. They may not win their first, but they seem to be able to shake it off knowing they have a second match to play right after and do pretty well. Dralii did not go to this kickoff at all. He just turned around and started shadowing. Nwpo was going to walk it into him, and I think this is going to ultimately pay off for Dralii. This kickoff can be considered a win for him. No real chance for Nwpo, and the first real chance will be in his favor. Oh my goodness, what is this shot from Dralii? But Nwpo saves it and puts it off the post. And we will stay tied at 1-1. Dralii looking for a potential Diaz challenge across the length of the field. Wave dash pop. Puts it to the back wall. And Dralii seems to really want a possession. He's, of course, on the orange team, but he's trying to get around this and bring it to his own back wall. Couldn't do so fast enough to not just prevent Nwpo chasing him down and being there as well. And eventually Nwpo going to play it around him and get a goal. Dralii chipped that one out down the side wall, chained a couple dashes together, but not enough to make up for his touch that was a bit too heavy. Nwpo with 27 boost decides to save all of it after double jumping, because he'd rather not give it up if Dralii's not going to go up there to meet him. And this is classic Nwpo. But this is also classic Nwpo. Diving on the ball, slamming it against the back wall, seemingly giving up a free counterattack for nothing is classic Nwpo. But also, magically recovering faster than you'd ever expect to stop and cover that as well is just like him. Nwpo flick attempting to switch the field across the net and pick up Dralii's corner boost. Dralii saw that coming, demos him, and now just barely doesn't hit a double. It ends up going crossbar down, bouncing out in favor of Nwpo, and Nwpo will take a long shot to make it 3-1. Dralii, air dribble dunk. And he is on the board for a second. Fairly low-scoring game for a matchup between these two guys. What a crazy first-time chat. A minute 11 left to go. Slight delay from Dralii. I think he probably felt good about it there for a second, but it should just be a free goal. Assuming Nwpo doesn't miss this wide open net. Dralii, wave dash delay kickoff. Going for the Diaz challenge off his own back wall. Has a reset, and he faked, or I thought was maybe going to fake the musty, but the mind games back and forth. Nwpo did pre-jump expecting him to shoot it, and he did. And I swear there's a lot more going on in these plays than you even realize. What it looks like is maybe Dralii just getting a reset and using it for a flick that Nwpo read, but trust me, these guys are going back and forth in their heads on whether or not to take or fake all these shots. And Nwpo ends up making that right read, and now counters, makes it 6-2. Dralii wants to go next. This is similar to how the Mawkzy game started, as Nwpo is up 1-0. Game number 2. Can Dralii get something going against Mr. Nwpo? It was a really slow start for the first couple minutes, but Nwpo started to rack some up and got a big enough lead to force the forfeit. Dralii actually faking his flick slightly, and ends up paying off, whether intentional or not. It is a fake, as we've seen Dralii drill those top right, and instead rolled it directly at the back of Nwpo. But Nwpo managed to read that as well. This little cut is going to be all it takes, as Dralii will open the scoring. Nwpo not going to try and score this off the kickoff. Feeling like his chances are better to just take it to the sidewall and play out a full possession than going all in on a kickoff redirect. Now forced. Oh my goodness, what a catch. Just a beauty of a catch on very little boost in such a tight window where he needs to launch the ball. I mean, the difference between where he'd be at without that is so much, but all the same, Dralii still does get his air dribble on the resets. We'll make it 2-0. Nwpo wall to air dribble out of the attacking corner. How in the world did this person get in the match? I literally spam my keyboard when I make the lobby info. they left. I literally just slam my keyboard. I couldn't get into my own match, so I don't know how they got into it. I legitimately couldn't get into my own match, I don't think. I mean, you can never slam the keyboard correctly twice. Either way, they decided to leave. They thought this is boring. Oh my goodness! Why did they leave early? If our two random viewers who joined the match had stayed just a little bit longer, they could see this nice double reset from Dralii top shelf. Type 1 in chat if that was you in the lobby. Nwpo. The reset goes low. These are the mind games I'm talking about. Dralii expects the shot high. Nwpo does not use the flip. Why are they saying 1? You always just type 1. If everyone's typing 1, you just type 1. This is Twitch chat 101. Dralii just giving an absolute freebie over to Nwpo. You should ask Dralii who he thinks is going to win at Worlds after the match is over. Listen. Do you want me to just answer that for you? I can answer that for you. I personally think if I were interviewing Dralii, I would try and come up with a slightly adjusted question. The most obvious adjustment would be, assuming it's not KC, who will win the World Championship? Oh, the 1v1. Okay, that makes more sense. Got it. That makes more sense. I thought you were asking Dralii whether or not his team, which is the clear favorite for winning the World Championship, would win the World Championship. But no, no, no. Your question makes a lot more sense. Dralii. Tapping this one around, Nwpo. Clear favorite is a stretch. Chat, is it a stretch to say KC are a clear favorite? I don't think it is, based on the season so far. How could you possibly not say they're the favorite? And since everyone has to say they're a favorite, they are therefore the clear favorite. Who else could possibly be the favorite given the context of the season so far? SSG. I mean, that's it. I mean, that's the only other team. It's either KC or SSG, so... Monkey Moon always wins. I still don't... I mean, definitely Vitality's not in contention for a favorite. Falcons are kind of the only other team. But considering KC won the first major and EWC, and EWC was just a couple weeks essentially before Worlds, I feel like it just has to be KC. Personally, I would say the clear favorites are #1, Shopify Rebellion. I mean, obviously the context was we were all assuming after Shopify Rebellion, right? But after Shopify Rebellion, then probably next up is KC. Nwpo, nice fake here before chipping it up top shelf. Dralii able to get height on that ball and dribble it all the way to the opposite top corner, but it's not going to matter. Nwpo makes the saves and ties it up. 6-6 with 1:04 left to go. Nwpo, oh my goodness, what a save from Dralii, and he gets the follow-up as well. In a tie game in the final minutes, a huge 2 saves from Dralii. Can he do it again as Nwpo takes to the skies for an air dribble? Another save as the 50 is forced off target. A follow-up is finally in. Nwpo breaks through. You cannot last forever. And Nwpo is normally so good at those air dribble 50s as well. The fact that first one didn't even go in, but it can be tough to deal with a barrage. And now Nwpo leads. Delay kickoff too as well, getting cheeky, and it's going to pay off. Did Dralii try and... Was this a double delay? Oh, it's interesting. It's a weird wave dash setup that Nwpo just saw was likely to miss, I guess. Dralii resets denied. Now Dralii just doing the reset challenge. Does anybody know if frontal panda... Wait a second. 1 second. I was going to talk about something else, but I mean, the fact that Nwpo lets him have this ball right back and he gets to score it for free means that this game is still interesting. Delay kickoff from Dralii, and I think that is probably over now. Nwpo just wants a demo, or at least was threatening it for a second. He will send the ball the other way. And game #2 going to go to Nwpo, as he is also 1 game away from a sweep on Dralii. Game #3. Nwpo and Dralii. I know a lot of people have had their qualms about the rematch that we've added here in these 10 matches. Personally, I was never too offended by it. But obviously there's lots of other top ones players they could have played. Like I said, I did reach out to as many as I could. So I think we got the best games we possibly could. But one of the best things about this rematch is when Dralii and a couple others were beating them early on, a lot of people were, I think, a little overreactionary. Oh my goodness, what's even the point of the World Championship anymore? Clearly these guys aren't the best. And I think that was obviously not correct. But it could put a nice little bow on it to show just how good they play against Dralii in a rematch. To remind everybody that these guys are the best in 1v1 right now. Had they not rematched, maybe the trolls of the world would still be sitting out there saying, well, Dralii beat them both. That being said, Dralii may still win again, as he is up 2-1. Just going to be a tough road to bring back this series. 3-1 now in this game number 3. He's been doing really interesting kind of breezy, musty setups where he's side on the ball and then backflips to shoot it all the same. And he's done it enough times now that it almost seems like he's trying to set it up that way intentionally. Dralii's the kind of guy who I would trust to actually be able to do on the full-on breezy if he really wanted to. Nice read from Nwpo. That Dralii did not have time to pick up the corner boost. He says, if you're going to go all the way back to corner boost, I'm just going to take a double jump shot, and you are not going to be able to recover. I should be allowed at least one kind of guy a series. That might even be the first kind of guy during the stream. Okay, I guess I said it again, but that's no fair. I was referring to you guys spamming it in chat. That doesn't count. Nwpo gonna make it 4-3. Dralii not able to get the double off the back wall and just gives away a possession for absolute free to Mr. Nwpo. Think of the 9 months prime. Dralii is the kind of guy that should have scrimmed Jack. That should maybe have scrimmed Jack. Was Nwpo playing against Jack too? Nwpo came into this off of Saudi E-League. I don't even think they were necessarily scrims. I think Mawkzy queued up ranked in preparation and was lucky enough to have Jack queuing. I don't know. Is anybody queuing ranked ones in NA? Because it seems like Jack is queuing. Looked like Rawas was queuing. I imagine Nwpo queues. I think Dralii queues on occasion. The thing about ones is, like, I was watching Reddle's stream, and the way he said it, because Reddle's is like top 10 or something, he like basically just plays against Cam is the way he made it sound. I don't know if he was exaggerating. So it's like, you know, there's just so many high-level ones players in NA that could be playing and could be like helping out the player base in ones, but I don't think they ever queue. Nwpo sent out by a bump into an open net. 6-3. That's how it is. It's Cam, Forky, AJ, and Reddles. Those are the people queuing ones in NA. The Zapatos queue? Surely Zapatos gets some queues in, right? Maybe Wavy here and there. Dralii. Reset Musty carry. Goes for another one. Cannot get the final touch in, though. Seemed to be caught between bumping Nwpo and getting a full takeaway. Now we'll go the length of the field. Nwpo has pre-jumped it. And Dralii immediately stops going for a reset and instead goes for a 50. And now power slide cuts this away. Minute 30 left to go. Dralii needs to make up 3. That maybe could have been the start, but a speedy recovery from Nwpo does not allow Dralii to run away with it. Nwpo's staring Dralii down to see if he has to deal with a bump attempt or not. We have seen Nwpo dabble in the time wasting as well. Mosa, oh my goodness, he did manage to get the demo. He chased him down all the way high on the back wall, and now is trying to fake him. Dralii actually ends up getting the save because of it. The initial shot might have worked. The fake did not. Dralii not letting Nwpo style on him, but he will get himself dumbed again. And will Nwpo even bring him the ball, or will he just hold on to it? Nwpo is reverse dribbling into an air dribble now, trying to land in reverse as well. Dralii, if he can hit this, is back into it. And he put on reverse cam, I think, maybe for a second there, but not one of your normal no-look doubles. This is a tight angle, tough one to hit, but he does hit it. And he's got 50 seconds left to get 2 goals. Delay kickoff wave dash does push through. Nwpo actually gets an interesting landing where he's pointed out, ready to make a play while power sliding to guarantee he still falls deep enough into the corner to pick up the 100. Now the question is, can he score from his own back wall? Because he probably has to in order to save himself a bit of time for the next goal he'll have to get. He has a reset now. Wave dash pops to the back wall. Nwpo's recovery, good enough. And he actually almost shot off that. The side flip sends it away. Dralii knows he is not in position to set up another back wall dribble, so instead fights for possession and gets it. 6 boosts left over on this one. Means not a lot of adjustment left to be made. Nwpo might have bought the time he needs to roll this one on the back wall. And our 2 1v1 challengers. Nwpo will hit one more at 0 seconds. 7-4. I had a feeling we were going to see a resurgence. These guys have been looking really, really strong in their recent games. They do it against the guy they were not able to do it against before. 3-0 sweeps for Nwpo and Mawkzy, as the road to Nwpo versus Mawkzy challenge ends with this match. I guess we can look at this again real quick. This is a 3-0 for Nwpo. Literally the last 4 matches have all just been 3-0s for Nwpo and Mawkzy. But Mawkzy does win. Mawkzy does win the challenge. 1 extra series. He went 7-3, 6-4 for Nwpo, and a little bit extra game differential as well off the back of a whole additional win